next guest. And I've heard she's got some special news. It's the brilliant Suzi Ruffell.
And Harry's right, I do have some news. I've recently got engaged. Thank you! To a girl, just in case anyone's confused, my hair isn't an accident. I'm just out here waiting for Sue Perkins to retire. It's good, though. It's good that I finally met someone. I was single for quite a long time. What started to happen is my friends started to try and set me up. Now, I don't mind it, but a lot of my friends are straight people. And I love straight people. Mum and Dad are straight. But... my straight friends started setting me up with the one other lesbian they've come into contact with. You know, the one other todger-dodger they know. And it's embarrassing. It happened at a wedding. You've got to sit next to the person for the whole day. And before the wedding, my friend Camille was like, oh, my God, I can't wait for you to meet Alice. There's something about you. There's something about Alice. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on what it is. But there's something about you. I don't know what it is. There's something about you. And I can't put my finger on what it is. There's something about you. And there's something about Alice. And I was like, oh, Alice is clearly a dyke. So I get to the wedding and I'm like, hey, Alice, nice trousers. And it's annoying because it reduces me to nothing more than my sexuality. It means my friends don't care about my likes, my interests, my dislikes. They don't care about any of that stuff. They just see two gay people and think, oh, magically it will happen. Magically it'll all work out. And it is annoying. I mean, the most annoying thing is it has worked and Alice and I are very happy together. Now, Alice proposed to me and I knew it was going to happen. And you might be like, oh, Suze, how'd you know? What was it, a gut feeling, a sign from the universe where you're holding hands and you saw a shooting star and you thought, oh, now, it's going to happen now. No, there was none of those things. I'll tell you what happened. My mum accidentally let slip. Okay, we'll unpack that a little bit. Alice asked my mum for her permission to marry me in a move that can only really be described as lesbian feminist because my dad is very much alive and well, but apparently she couldn't give a fuck what he thinks. So... Alice asked my mum for her permission, and Mum said, oh, babe, go for it, you go for it, my babe, you absolutely go for it, you go for it, my babe. So Alice asked Mum said, go for it. But then there was a few weeks between Alice asking Mum and her popping the question. In that time, I went home to Portsmouth and saw Mum, and me and Mum went out for a bit of dinner, went for a few drinks, sure. We then went home with the intention of having a cup of tea. But when we got in the house, Anne Ruffell, the mothership, pulled a classic Anne Ruffell move. Walked into the kitchen, turned to me and went... sod it, should we have a Baileys? Now, you don't know my mum, but that is bang on brand. But then she did what everyone does when they have a Baileys indoors. Anyone that's had a Baileys indoors will have done this. Because nobody knows how much Bailey when you're indoors. I don't know how much Bailey to Bailey, how much Bailey do we Bailey? So there we are, half a pint of Baileys each. And Mum's got the vibe of a woman with a secret. She's very excitable. She's over here on the sofa, I'm over there on the chair. She keeps looking at me like this. And eventually I go, what? She goes, me? Oh, I ain't got a thing to say. I ain't even thinking anything. So, do you reckon, hypothetically, one day you and Alice might get married? And I went, yeah, I'd love that. That'd be amazing. She goes, ah. Right, babe, again, this is just hypothetical. If one day you and Alice did get married, right? Don't you reckon you should do the proposing? Now, I'll tell you why this is. Alice has long hair and wears dresses. All right? And my mum thinks she makes an effort to be a girl. She deserves the story. That's the last bit of homophobia that's happening within Mum. And I said, yeah, maybe I would do the proposing. Maybe I would. She goes, oh. Here, listen, babe, I'm not saying a thing. My lips are sealed. But if you do want to do the proposing, if I was you, I'd crack on. Crack on! That's how I found out the least romantic term anyone has ever heard. And then Mr. Darcy cracked on. And I'm excited for the wedding, of course I am. We're now playing the wedding game. Anyone that's got married, they will have played the wedding game. The wedding game is the game where you sit down and go, who do we like enough to feed? That's the game. But I'm more excited for the honeymoon. We're going to go away for a couple of weeks. But it is a bit tricky when you're an LGBT+ person going abroad. Like, you don't want to go anywhere where they're a bit, ooh, a bit down on the gauge, you know. You know, we don't want to play, we're sisters for the whole honeymoon. You know, afterwards, I want people to go, oh, did you hear about Suzi and Alice on their honeymoon? Yeah, they got stoned. Oh, Amsterdam? No, Brunei. You do have to be careful. But I'm very lucky with my mum and dad. They've always been very cool with having a gay daughter. But one thing that does throw them is the LGBT plus thing. Now, all the letters, they're all valid, they're all important, but they do throw my dad a little bit. A little while ago, he rang me. He went, hello, baby. I got a geezer, Dad. Hello, baby. I need to talk to you. I went, all right, Dad, what's up? He went, here, listen, baby, right? I've got to ask you a really serious question, my babes. I've got to ask you a really serious question, right? And you need to know, I don't care what the answer is. I don't care what the answer is because I love you to bits, right? But I need to know the truth. I said, Dad, whatever it is, mate, I'll tell you the truth. He went, all right, baby, you tell me the truth, you tell me the truth. Here, do you want to be a boy? I was like, oh, no, Dad, I'm just a gay girl with short hair. And he went, oh, all right, then, here's your mum. That's all from me, you've been lovely, thank you very much.